Ford continues to find ways to make driving not only fun, but fuel efficient as well. One way is through the PowerShift 6-speed automatic transmission. Coming up, we'll take you on a test drive in a Focus and give you the insights on how this advanced technology works. Ford launched the PowerShift 6-speed automatic transmission on both the 2011 Fiesta and the 2012 Focus models. This advanced technology really combines the best of both worlds. It offers the convenience, comfort, and accessibility of a conventional automatic with the fuel economy and responsive performance of a manual transmission. We're talking up to an EPA estimated 40 highway miles per gallon. So how does this technology work? What can you expect to hear, feel, and experience with this transmission? Joining me today to explain all this and more is Ford Motor Company's team leader for PowerShift development, Piero Aversa. Welcome, Piero.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming. So before we jump into the Focus for a quick test drive, I think it's important to mention that this similar technology has been around for a few years in Europe.
They love this technology in Europe. In fact, they use it on some high-end cars.
We have a Focus and a Fiesta here with a PowerShift transmission in them. So can you explain how this transmission works and really how is it different from the traditional automatic transmission?
It's just like a manual transmission on the inside, except the driver doesn't need to do any of the work. There's no shifting, there's no clutching. It's all done automatically. The other important point is that it's a 6-speed. So what a 6-speed allows us to do is to give you good performance at the low end, and at the high end, pull the engine speed down so you get the engine operating at its most efficient point, which gives the customer good fuel economy. And of course, having 6 speeds allows you to have that good punch when you need it and makes the car very fun to drive.
So there is a distinctive feel to this transmission, isn't there?
There is, and the best way to show you is to go for a test drive.
All right, let's do just that. So what's the first thing I'm going to notice?
Okay, the first thing you'll notice is that it looks just like any other car, and you have the same shifter.
Okay.
And we'll pull it into drive.
Uh-huh.
And you'll really notice something as you first start to pull away. And the first sensation is the engine will lift speed and then the clutch will come on. If you drive a manual transmission, this is sort of a common feeling.
Right.
Where you get the engine speed up and you bring on the clutch and then the car starts to pull away.
So you'll still get that feeling, but you're not actually doing anything.
That's right.
Okay.
The car's doing it for you. We calibrate it so it does exactly that. It downshifts or upshifts to feel natural to a customer.
Wow.
And what you're feeling or what you hear sometimes is some clicks that feel and sound a lot like a manual transmission would, but it's not typical of what you would feel or hear with a conventional automatic. Mm-hmm. Okay, but it's just within the character of this type of technology.
So I didn't hear that clicking noise.
Yeah, it's a bit variable, depending on how much background noise there is or if you have the radio on. Mm-hmm. It will really determine whether you hear it or not, and sometimes even road surfaces will play into that. Now, since we use a dry clutch technology, the customer is going to hear and feel some sensations that are different than they're used to with a conventional automatic transmission. And basically, when there's a light pedal or low pedal acceleration, they'll start to feel a little bit of vibration. And that vibration is related to the break-in of the internal transmission components that are wearing in over the first few hundred miles. And the customer will find that the more miles they drive the PowerShift, the smoother and quieter it becomes. Most customers will have the clutch fully broken in within approximately the first 1,000 miles. Although if you do a lot of highway driving, it may take a little bit longer because you're not working the clutch as much.
That makes sense.
One of the big advantages of using this type of transmission is that we offer a neutral idle function. We're stopped. Mm-hmm. I've got my foot on the brake, and the powertrain detects that you're fully on the brake, and what that does is it opens up the clutch and takes all the load off the engine. And what that means is essentially it's like putting the vehicle into neutral. So you have no drag on the engine, and that helps you to save fuel.
This is amazing technology.
Yeah, it really is. And the thing I like about it is the harder you drive it, the more fun it is. So we think customers are really going to have really enjoy the driving experience with this transmission.
Wow, Piero, that was so much fun. Thank you for showing me how this PowerShift transmission works and all the ins and outs, and I think this is really going to be beneficial for the customer. So over the next 5 years, Ford plans to expand this PowerShift technology to about 1.5 million vehicles. To learn more about this advanced technology and all Ford product-related information, be sure to check out Ford.com. And thanks for watching.